What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the MMA Anomaly Show. I'm your host, Olin, aka MMA Anomaly. And if you are new here, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and smash that bell for notifications. If you're returning and you haven't done those things, make sure you do those things. Again, as always, I appreciate you all for being here and checking out the content, and we will jump right into the episode. This episode is going to be a shorter one. We are going to be just talking about one fight and one fight only, and it's actually not even an MMA fight, ladies and gentlemen. It is a boxing match, and it's one for the ages. This is one that I think will have boxing fans new and old tuning in on Saturday. We have Ryan King Garcia going in against Gervonte Tank Davis. And my goodness, again, this match is something where both men kind of look similar in many ways, but they also couldn't be more different in other ways. Just kind of looking at it from the basics, right? You have one guy that's orthodox in King Ryan Garcia going in against a southpaw in Gervonte Tank Davis. You also have, just running through some stats here, I have a little printout of notes that I listed here. So we have 15 times national amateur champion with a 215-15 amateur career or record for Ryan Garcia, and an 83% knockout rate. Across from him, we have 2012 National Golden Gloves champion Gervonte Tank Davis with a 206-15 amateur record and a 93% knockout rate, which is among the best in boxers currently. 5'10 with a 70-inch reach for Ryan Garcia, coming in against 5'5 with a 67-inch reach for his opponent Gervonte Tank Davis. Again, just running through kind of some of these stats here. Both men have 8 knockouts in the very first round. Ryan has another 6 knockouts in round 2 in his professional career, and his opponent has 5 in round 2 in his professional career. The kind of crazy thing here is the fact that you have somebody in Gervonte Davis that doesn't throw a ton of volume necessarily. He actually throws the least average volume per round, or lands for that matter, the least number of punches per round. And that is 34.2. It's literally the least on CompuBox. So that's wild to me, because what that tells me is a person with a 93% finish rate who throws the least amount of volume every round on average, that's somebody who is very efficient with their work. When they land, they're dealing damage, and most of the time, 93% of the time, you're waking up asking what happened. Across from him, Ryan Garcia throws an average of 41.3 punches per round. So, again, a caveat to both of those things is the fact that neither guy throws more than 2 jabs per round, or rather lands 2 jabs per round. You've got 2 jabs per round landed on average for Tank versus 1.7 jabs. So that's less than 2 jabs per round landed for Ryan Garcia. What does that tell us? It's not that these men don't know how to throw jabs. It's that they don't really care to throw jabs. No, instead, they're in here to hurt you. They're in here to deal damage, and they're in here to get the finish. Every single shot is thrown with bad intentions. Again, if you haven't seen these men's work, I'll go ahead and throw up a little highlight reel here so that way you can check it out. And of course, I do not own the rights to any of these fights or the fight footage. It's mostly owned by DAZN or Showtime Boxing. And again, make sure you check out the fight on Saturday on Showtime Boxing. Now, jumping back into kind of the stylistic differences here, right? If you're a newcomer to boxing, you're an old head that used to watch boxing, right? I would say imagine size parity here. Mike Tyson in his prime versus Oscar De La Hoya in his prime at the same size, at the same weight. That's essentially what we're getting. Ryan Garcia is very, very much an Oscar De La Hoya style boxer, all the way down to the fact that they have very similar amateur careers as well, right? And then again, you have a tight, compact boxer in Gervonte Davis that gets in and out of the pocket, deals a lot of damage, and is willing to lunge forward with reckless abandon and get that knockout shot with the headhunter-like mentality. Speaking of headhunting, the guy lands, let's see here, 31% of his shots to the body. And I mean, that's pretty significant. Less than that percentage comes on the side of his opponent in Ryan Garcia. However, if you look at the average number of body shots landed per round across their pro careers, Ryan Garcia actually lands more on average. Not much. It's 12.8 to 12 in Gervonte Davis. Now, what does that mean? If this fight goes past round 5, I could see body shots really starting to pay dividends, especially for Ryan Garcia if he's able to tire out a Gervonte Tank Davis. The irony of it all is the guy's nickname is Tank, and my biggest concern with him is that his gas tank will fade in the later rounds, especially if Garcia comes in there and deals damage to the body early on. Starts saving money for a rainy day, so to speak. The best thing about this is the fact that these boxers, they're not just undefeated. They're not just people who are up-and-comers and on the rise with great skill and prospect, right? They're people that aren't fighting tin cans in their careers, right? In their last 5 fights, their last 5 opponents' combined records, Ryan Garcia's opponents have a combined record of 135-10 across his last 5. And across from him, Gervonte Tank Davis's opponents' combined records in his last 5 fights are 115-2. So, again, this is something that promises to be an absolute showstopper and barn burner of a fight. It may go down as one of the best boxing matches of our time between 2 of the best boxers of our time. Not all time, but our time. I, for one, am super excited for it, and I'm not going to sit on the fence here. I'm going to give you guys a pick. I personally think that Ryan Garcia gets it done, and not only that, I think he gets a finish here. I think the value bet to take here is Ryan Garcia via KO. Last time I checked, those odds were plus 300. That's a bargain. I really think that if he gets it done, he's probably going to get it done via knockout, and I think it promises to be a really, really great match. Also, one more thing, if you have not seen any of the pre-fight media, pre-fight pressers, I'll throw this clip up here of Ryan Garcia just absolutely demolishing Gervonte Davis. And he makes a really good point about how, if you're not worried about me, why are you sending spies into my camp? And why are you admitting that you're sending spies into my camp? So again, I'll throw that clip up here.
Words can't really describe how much it means to me, but it means a lot.
Yeah, we've been knowing what's going on through camp too.
Hey, you know what's funny about this guy? He's talking about I got spies, I got this, but every time he talks, he ain't shit of a fighter, but he's doing everything you can to figure it out. And it makes no sense, man. This dude could send all the Judases in my gym, all that come. It's not going to stop. What's going to happen? It's so sad. All his silly attempts. I need a rehydration clause. I need a 136. I need this.
You don't want to
You
fight
need everything for a non-complete fighter.
Is a 135 fighter.
Why do you need everything for a non-complete
fighter? Are you not a 135 fighter?
Putting your foot in your mouth.
Are you or are you not a 135 fighter?
Delusional, bro. Stop lying to the people.
Are you or are you not a 135 fighter?
You trying everything to stop it? I'm sorry, man. You can send them all. You want to watch me train tonight? You can. You could come. Your whole team can come watch. It's not going to stop that. What's going to happen? Leonard want to come? You want to come, Leonard?
You're trash.
You could pay all the people to spy in the camp. It ain't.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
You know what I'm doing.
I know exactly what you're doing. Trust and believe.
Hey, isn't it?
And the mole is in your camp.
Work, man. I trust me, Leonard. You're going to love me after this.
Again, make sure you check out that full presser. It's on the Showtime YouTube channel. I'll try and link that in the description below. And again, I do not own the rights to any of these videos. This is just a breakdown on my end. And let me know who you think is going to win this fight in the comment section below. Really intrigued to see how the populace feels about this fight. I feel like a lot of people are just thinking Tank is going to run through Garcia. I simply don't think that's going to be the case. I'm going for the longer, lankier man. I think he gets it done in impressive fashion and then sets himself up for yet another impressive fight. So, again, like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications, and let me know who you think is going to win in the comment section below. I'll see you all next time, and thanks again for tuning in. Later.